Since the dawn of time, the sun's shining presence was a powerful ally for humankind's constant development, satisfying the ongoing need for discovery and expansion. Its warm rays were always a beacon of hope, fending off the grasp of the eternal and frightening darkness. Alas, a powerful ally can become one's executioner. An unexpected solar storm turned the life-giving energy into a wave of destruction, its touch leaving vibrant cities in chaos and disarray. Sparing nothing in its path, the solar wave also enveloped Earth's only natural satellite, the Moon. A desperate fight for survival began on the lunar plains, leaving fragile people defenseless, facing solitude on the brink of sanity. It is human nature to fear the unknown. However, there is hope. You have the means to become their savior, but what kind of person are you? How much empathy can one have when staring deep into the dark abyss? Because to survive, you must embrace the darkness.
Well, you all know me. I'm always up for some demon worship, I am. Sadly, this is not quite that kind of game, but yes. Hello everyone, this is I am McPhee. Welcome to a game I mentioned in a recent episode of Surviving the Abyss called Dark Moon. Where this is like another very thematically presented one. It's in a demo form right now, as you can see it says over here, and it's currently available as a requested access playtest on Steam. I don't know how much is here, so I don't know how much I'm going to do video-wise with it, but from what little I've seen, it's very dark. It plays on the night aspect to shelter from the sun, and that in itself is another checkbox for me, because it's like, so often the hazard is lurking in the darkness. That's typically how it goes. Like, in the dark you can't see, you don't know, and it's like all that stuff, but it's so easy to play on that. But so very rarely is the light the problem. Even in demon games, usually you can see really well, and it's still the light is just like you can just see, and that's okay. Anyway, you'll see a bit more why I've drawn similarities to Surviving the Abyss when we get into it. But yeah, Dark Moon. The sun has had a stellar event. A massive solar eruption has lashed out at the Earth. It has shook the Earth, tearing the satellites out of the sky. It has disrupted the systems all across the planet. We are on the Moon. The Moon has actually got colonies on it right now. You can see there's light patterns in the dark side of it and stuff like that. And we have a survival situation going on where we're trying to survive what's happened. And we also have some morality questions coming up from how it was portrayed in that. It's like, how much can we save? How much empathy can we offer? Because we must, before all else, we must survive in the end. So let's see what's here, shall we? Dark Moon. Let us play. Want to gather resources faster, build more drones and excavation bots. Yeah, this has got a mobile base in it, which is another plus. It's got sci-fi, it's got darkness, it's got very clear aesthetic choices, it's got ethical dilemmas, like the original Frostpunk. I never really got too far into Frostpunk 2, actually. Anyway, Dark of the Moon. We've arrived at the point of destination, Commander. Excellent. Anything to report? No, Commander. All metrics are within the norm. We can proceed with the mission. Ah, yes. Test the new Mechaplex model in the field by establishing a new mining colony. Any suggestions, Lou? There should be a creep deposit nearby. It's just testing our lunar surface scanner to make sure it'll give us its exact location. Creeps are one of the most valuable resources on the Moon, most often located in dark, basaltic regions. But yeah, this is our base. It's a robotic spider. Use Mechaplex scanner to find the creep deposits. Also made it easier for you to track current tasks. There's a panel on your right. Click on question mark icon for need help. Select the Mechaplex, click on scan. Button in the pop-up menu. Okay. Yeah, this is our base. It's basically it unfurls and there's actually building things on the building pads around it. But I can actually move us around, and it fills back up and moves. But this is what we can see, and this is what's around us. So you know, quite nice, quite nice, quite nice. Okay, so collect it, run the scan. There it is, highlighted yellow. Looks like a substantial deposit for constructing an outpost. Need to ensure the ore's quality. Okay, this is not going. This is going quickly. Do this electromagnetic granular resonator allows to extract deposits on the surface. It will create an extractable node that our units can collect with. The resonator's work, however, is unpredictable, and we can't be sure what it'll get. Activate the resonator now. Remember, you need to extract a yellow creep if necessary. Repeat the process until the correct node appears. So we're basically forcing stuff to emerge on the surface enough for our harvesters to actually get at. So that is this one. Now we need to produce. There it is. To produce drones to analyze the nodes. We call them alpha prospectors. Find and create units. Select new units. Gen 1 prospector. Select build. Build again. Build a second drone. Okay. So that's that one. Production. Alpha prospector. Hull. Shield. Yeah. Units. There is some combat elements I think is going to happen in here because like this is the other bit I glimpsed in the video, which I clipped a few things through. So it's like click, click, click. What's happening here? What's happening here? And this is something else. It's like these things can be modified. Is something I noticed. It's like unit customization is also an option here. Not this one, apparently, but there are higher tier ones with different stats on them. And if a game gives stats like hull and shield, then something will bring those stats into effect. Also hit points. If it has hit points, it can die. Very important truth there. Should also be, if I recall, there it is, speed settings, yes. There's one. And there's two. They're just going to scan around on anything that we've managed to force out of the dirt. Oh, it actually tells you in this that you do that. I don't like that that stays there, by the way. It is kind of big and intrusive. If you could hide that, that would be nice. But remember, this is still an early playtest / access thing. Just need to find the creep. Now it says completed. Creep node is ready for extracted, Commander. Space bar highlight resources. Use toggle visibility button on the bottom right. Again, also clicking to let this proceed manually rather than auto progression would be nice as well, because then you can slow it down if you need to. Mining box instruction called Lunar Harvesters. Produce 3 harvesters and create units. Automatically extract scan nodes. If necessary, redirect one of them to the creep node to continue. Thank you. If I click on it, it doesn't go away. Right. Oops. Didn't mean to do that. Build. No. There we go. New units. Okay, so recently produced stuff. Want harvesters, right? Yeah, there it is. There we go. Yeah, so recently produced stuff, it actually has in the queue here, so I can actually tell it with a simple click without digging into the unit panel if I want to build the next one. That's a nice quality of life feature there. I keep clicking on the thing I want. Not quite sure what that one is. I'm guessing that's the. Yeah, this is the base construction options. There's a fair bit in here actually. More than I think can actually fit on my pads, if I'm going to be entirely honest. So yeah, that's going to be a thing. Here it is. Excavate. Let's roll out some new nodes. There are some more unknown nodes nearby. Extraction working perfectly. It's time to test our 3D printer and construct buildings. Need lunar dust and regolith. Make sure we've got enough. That's lunar dust. Is that? No, that's creep. Your scanner, excavation, prospectors, and harvesters. Gather 200 units of lunar dust and regolith. Move around if there's not enough nearby. We always know. Click the spider, right mouse where you move. Zoom in out, scroll the camera. with all that stuff. Okay, good. We've got unit limits down here. We can have up to 3 prospectors, up to 10 harvesters. Transports and haulers, don't know. Liquid and solid, don't know. Building slots 16 out of a possible 24. Which means we can... this thing can get expanded, actually. Ah, there's Regolith. Just watching the little lunar harvesters go around, they're actually these rolling balls. It's just like, they wander around and they've got these little tethers that just lifting out to scoop up the deposits as they go. Quite interesting, that. Also, rather than build the objective, I'm actually maxing out my unit counts because, you know, why wouldn't I max out my unit counts? You give me a limit. I'm going to take advantage of the limits. I'm going to build to the limit. I mean, actually, back question. Can I stop, return, charge? Oh, these have battery life on them. Okay. Unload and focus on the resource. So I can. That's the override there to tell it where to go. If I tell you to charge, is that bar your charge bar? Doesn't say in the stats list, but I'm guessing that's charge bar because these guys have got some reduction on them. It's also not that often you see big spider-like walkers, even though they may be more complex, got like more legs and things, but they would actually also be very stable compared to two-legged designs. And four-legged's actually doing okay, but like 6 and 8 leg would be very, very stable if they're working properly. Scan. Oh yeah, tons of stuff around here. Because I did deplete that initial site. What with my quest for units. We must have units. What can I say? I like to optimize. So maybe something that would be nice is if it's moving over a short distance, don't fully furl up like this. Don't bother to furl up. Like if it's like within, say, the build radius, like you're just nudging it over. Don't furl up because you're taking a couple of steps. There's not really any risk of dust getting into the buildings, which I'm guessing is why they furl up. But honestly, another question is actually, what's this thing like for crew? I'm out here. It says I'm commander, but this experimental mega spider. Are these buildings automated? I mean, that's the crew quarters. That can't be automated. That's got people space. If that folds up while I'm walking, what does that do to the living space inside? It seems like it might be a tiny bit awkward, that. So that said, looking at the scale, we can see the windows. This thing is actually really big. Yep. No more resources here. Move the spider. Okay, so it does actually tell you if there's none left. If I walk away, are they limited to only operating near me? One storage is full. Nah, we're actually maxed on regolith. That's okay. We actually use a fair bit of lunar dust to make these early generation prospectors. So I appreciate that. It's like lunar dust. That's one plentiful resource, but apparently we actually use it as a base construction material. We've got to use the resources in situ to do our stuff. We can't just import it all from Earth, you know. Because technically that's what we do on Earth as well, we use local resources to do stuff. I do like the rumble and the smoke effects whenever we do that. You'd think it'd furl up the petals to fire off the resonator though. If shielding the buildings from dust is why it furls up. So I don't know why it furls up in that case. Oh, good, yeah. Tons of green over here. Excellent. They are quite happily still working over there as well. I just have to find the resources and then I can wander off, it seems. I'm also getting other materials as well that I don't know what they are. Seriously, what is that? Auction, water, biomass, energy. I don't know what you are, but you are harvesting it, so I'll just let you do your thing. Oh, that one's actually about to... health bar's about to run out. Units returning to Mother Spider. Oh. Gets, yeah. Matter teleports inside. I'd like if they just rolled into the middle and then they just got picked up. That would be nice. And then it... oh, there, okay. So if that green bar is its battery, when it runs out, it rolls in, gets replenished, and then it rolls back out again. So it's not a finite life and they die. Good, because they're too expensive if they're completely expendable units. That would be nice. If I click somewhere away, if it deselected, because when you got it selected, you got this massive halo around it. But I like how things look when it's not like that. You can actually get a better view of it, like how it's actually operating in situ. You know. Or maybe a way to tone that down so it's not so bright. That would be nice. We must embrace the darkness. The game tells us this, and yet we're lit up like a disco ball. It's just like, you know, doesn't quite fit, does it? Then again, we are an oasis of light in the darkness, after all. In other news, we do actually have our 3 prospectors and 10 harvesters, so I am going to be able to do the next objective real soon. Just need 100 more lunar dust. And that's over 100 right over there, actually. What the... why does that have an ingot on it? Common metals. Oh, I see. There it is. Okay. We can now test the printer. Okay, so we don't build things up, we actually print them. Mobile 3D printer. Construct building, bottom left menu, construction menu. Oh, down here. No, that's minimap. Bottom right. Whoops. Over here. Auction biosphere. Our auction is slowly ticking down. That's probably important. That's 120 dust, 60 regolith. Upkeep is water and energy. Okay, that's fine. Yeah. And produces auction. Sure. Requires technical skills. Oh. Technical skills. One building finished, place it on one of the Metroplex platforms, wait for it to complete, then click on it with the left mouse and select the slot. From there, for it to make on the right mouse. So, okay, we've got a massive 3D printer in here. There it is. And let's put you by... technical platform not unlocked yet. Okay. Let's put this one over here by the living quarters, I suppose. Oh, right click. There we go. And then it gets shifted out there. Okay. Now reduce auction. I don't need it, but you certainly do. Let's see how Mechaplex interacts with the living matter. Build the agricultural biosphere and start food production. Food is also somewhat important, yes. Life science, I guess? Yes, life science. Another 100. Day 6 last accident 0. Oh, great. As you watch as the machine does its marvel, Luke unexpectedly contacts you about some serious matter. Sorry to inform you, Commander, but one of the more curious of our workers, so there are other people here, was so eager to see the printer at work that the worker got injured by the lasers in the arm. Caused an infection that, if untended to, will spread rapidly. We don't have the proper facilities to deal with this kind of injury, I'm afraid, but with the power of the Mechaplex, we can remedy the problem in no time. After you finish building the agricultural biosphere, or the construction of an infirmary, Commander, we'll deal with our overzealous friends. It was an unpleasant surprise for you. You knew you weren't getting experienced vets on this test mission, but are things really that bad back in the Moonshell? Do they just take anybody with no screening these days? Fool! And nobody told me I would have to be a babysitter. Ah! No, yeah. that's important for me as well. I'm a humie. I might get hurt, and then I would want the attention. So it's like better to develop the capacity now. Plus, the game tells me to build it, so you know it probably say no, bad commander. You must build it anyway. If I said no. Then again, if you start without a tutorial, you can probably freely say no and then just deal with the consequences. Let's put you over there. Then life. No, crew. Yeah, crew. Infirmary. Actually, that's a question. Where's my power coming from? I'm guessing from the technical platform. There's a lot of stuff I wanted to cluster up next to the medium quarters I've got over here. So now I'm wondering, it says medium, there must be a small, probably a large one as well. Though then, are there building adjacency things that might be in effect? Is that something that might happen in the game? I hope it is, because building adjacency is something that isn't always touched upon or done that well. So that might be a useful thing. Like you have to pick and choose. Like if you have a small reactor next to some buildings and they draw power, they draw less power. That might be a thing. But you know. Now place the engine work in the infirmary. Begin rehabilitation. Click the infirmary building. New menu. Powerful Bardwash. Barwash? I'm not sure how to pronounce that one. Okay, it's in there. Click diagnose, scan the patient, then click the injury and click on operate. Oh. Euthanize, throw out, cut up, modify. The fact it suddenly has these options is actually very intriguing. Let's euthanize them. No. Diagnose. This is actually, this is getting deeper in than I thought it would. It's like the old XCOM games. Different inventory slots, I'm guessing. Currently unhealthy. Something with that. Unknown hand infection. Healing method. Prosthetic limb. Heal one. Oh, death chance. Healing time 20 minutes. Infirmary staying time 60 minutes. Okay, operate it. Sure. It seems about a minute per second is what's things going at. While I'm at it, let's actually go ahead and pick up some more resources. There's a good number over here. Let's move over this way. Good, but I'm afraid it's too late to heal the infection after you amputate the arm, Commander. Already done. Right, I'm happy to report the operation was a success, Commander. We have amputated the infected arm and replaced it with a prosthetic limb. The patient will live and be able to get work in soon. Now we could hit 2 birds with 1 stone and resume testing while making sure our workers present full productivity. What do you suggest, Lou? Order the creation of the crew items factory, Commander. Then we can produce an item that will improve the skill of our patient. Each worker has 4 skills: endurance, tech skill, intelligence, and mental resilience. Buildings may require an X amount of skill from their combined crew to work properly. Injuries lower the skill of your crew member, and when they're in the medical facilities, they can't work at all. On the other hand, producing crew items can increase their skills. Okay. Crew item factory, yeah, build that. We've jammed all the buildings up right next to the lasers, and it doesn't care, it's still building stuff. Okay. Yeah, plenty around here. Actually, I think these little survey drones are based on insects, aren't they? Yeah, definitely with that kind of shape and the wing structure on them. But I don't know what the scavengers, the harvesters are made of. I would say armadillo, but they don't unfurl and then just crawl along. No, they're just like a rolling ball of resource exploitation. That's all they do. Okay, are you done? You are done. Okay, let's put you like... you know what, might as well fill this one platform here, sure. Facility ready, Commander. Try how it works and make a protective sleeve for our poor fellow. Hands protective sleeve. Production will take a while. Ooh. AI implant. Stylish hat. Okay. I want to have a look now. Protective sleeve, magnetic gloves, gloves with display, scanning tool, multi-tools, gloves with compulsive strength, handy alarm panel. What? Why? Diagnosis, t-shirt with a print, armour with extra air on the back. That implies we can send people outside of our thing, or we might have internal oxygen problems. Surgical suits, control armour. Control armour? Okay. Mag boots, gravity shoes, sneakers, heavy boots. Extra lunar object detector shoes. Driver shoes, okay. And then there's modifications. Sixth Sense, Cyberbox's Wave Weaver. Strengthened circulatory system. Oh, I could use one of those actually, please. Can I have one of those, please? Give me one of them, please. Thank you. Armoured skin, I'd love that too. Energy core. Who wouldn't want to feel more energetic? Sure, give me those, please. I'll also take the cyber optics, please. Fix my eyes. I'll take the wave receiver. Let me go surf the internet without having to use a computer. Sure. Sixth Sense. Sure, hook me up. Right. Leg modifications. Afterburner. That sounds hazardous. Cyber leg prosthetics, please. Chip with dance database. I can't dance, so I'd probably use that. The afterburner has me concerned, though. For those not in the know, by the way, afterburner is something with jet engines, generally found on jet aircraft. And what it does is, well, you know how a jet operates by burning fuel and then venting the hot exhaust gas out the back in a focused manner? Afterburner increases the pressure of the exhaust plume to accelerate the jet faster by literally throwing fuel into the exhaust and burning it, which is why there's a plume of fire whenever the afterburner is active. Which makes me wonder, why are you strapping those onto your legs? That sounds a bit dangerous unless you plan to use them like a jump jet and go flying with them. Ugh. Okay, anyway, hands mod, nano stabilizer, touch booster, spider-like robotic limbs. Okay, specialized driver VR neuron sets, AI-based brain expansion implants. Ooh, programmable skills for people. That's something I hope science works out, but it's something that's mired in ethical things as well. Like, it's something that has to be used carefully. I do hope it's something that we have in our future, though. Advanced vision systems, advanced hearing systems. Okay, so nothing super spicy in here, apart from the ability to slot chips into our brains, but that's appeared elsewhere as well, like AI implants and stuff. But there's actually some fun modifications in here. I enjoyed looking through that list. Yes, I, Mark III, enjoyed reading a list. What can you do? Yeah, anyway. I wanted to produce the sleeve. Yeah, I got distracted. Right. Prime factory hands. Protective sleeve. Sure, make that. I should have made that and then just had a look through, shouldn't I? But then it would have distracted me with it would have distracted me with you know, a new mission objective thing. All good, Commander. Item is ready. Now you can apply it to the patient in the infirmary. Wait. Well, some of them, they make sense. You have to apply them in the infirmary, but a sleeve? At the infirmary, manage. The storage is full. That could do with being somewhere else and not forcing these things to move around. That would also be kind of nice from a quality of life thing. So click. Click. Yes. Sleeves have been installed, Commander. The work is ready to return to work. Go back to the infirmary and do that. So I guess this is where we like make any modifications inside the infirmary. No. Off you go. Oh, so that's our only crew member. It's us and one guy doing the grunt work. Now resume our scheduled tests. I suggest we begin with... Wait a minute, something's not right. Oh. It's fine. It's fine. Nothing happened. I do like that effect, though. Makes it clear something's not quite right. Lou, what the hell was that? Not sure, Commander. Some sort of unusual energy discharge. My records find no previous events as such an anomaly. What I can tell, our systems will remain operational static. Uh-huh. Operational, you say? There's a long period of static coming from the speakers. Your heart pounds with anticipation. You turn to Lou. What's wrong? Is there a problem with the Mechaplex? Before he can answer, the communication system lights up with an emergency signal. You can barely catch your breath as the flashing red lights swirl violently around you. This is static. Emergency broadcast. Irregular solar activity. Static. Detection. Estimations predict a static of enormous proportions. All field units are advised. Static. Immediately head to the nearest safe location. Irie. Static. Pete. Head immediately to the nearest safe. Static. Bring voice go silent. Phone in place. You grip the armrest in your chair. You must act now. No time for fear. Set course for the base. Hurry. No time, Commander. We won't make it. Is there any other station nearby? Not for many miles, Commander. You rush to the map, scanning in front of you. Lava tubes! They should be big enough to fit the ship. At least, let's hope they are. Begin evacuation procedure. Okay, this is something that I did spot in a comment on the store page, actually. Or was it in a discussion? I think it was actually in the discussion threads when I was considering like, if I wanted to do anything with this game or show it in the content and stuff like that. That this game has a lot of text in it sometimes. Me, I don't mind that at all. I find that absolutely fine. I do like to read, but some people find it off-putting, and it was actually, I think the thing in question was actually a complaint about that, but yeah, it's not all voice acting and stuff like that. I wouldn't mind doing some free voice acting, like get some voice acting experience in and stuff like that, but you know, I'm probably not the best of it, but yeah. If it's free, you can't be picky for quality. Ah, no. Lava tubes, big enough to fit the ship. Let's go. On the bright side, if there's lots of text, I get to do Philly voices and just sit here in my room by myself, just talking to myself for hours on end. Sanity is very, very overrated. Ooh, Lou has tank treads on him. I just noticed that. Okay, continue. Click the pack up and travel button, lower right of the screen, and wait until all units return to the mother spider. So, pack up and travel. Oh, that's a siren going off. All the units are here because they weren't busy, so yep. All units are ready to move. We must hurry. Send convoy in its way. Select destination with the right mouse button. Exit the entrance lava tubes. Tubes stretch in a network beneath the surface, providing cover from radiation caused by the solar flare. Okay. Then we've got fast navigation down here as well. Let's just go over here. Time is advancing. The day is creeping slowly. Looking at the horizon, you see blinding rays of light, brighter than anything you've ever witnessed. A chain explosion tears across the landscape, and even though the sunbeams are still miles away, the Mechaplex shakes uncontrollably. Dreading what's happening to those caught outside. Commander, even Lou's robotic voice sounds concerned. I've calculated the nearby terrain. There are lava tubes we could reach, but the odds of them providing enough cover to save the ship are slim. Damn it, Lou. Never tell me the odds, just give me the coordinates. You yell in a sudden surge of courage that surprises even you. Courage? How about boundless fear and a sense of self-preservation? Yeah, that sounds about right. Yes, Commander. I've selected 3 locations with the highest possible chance of survival based on their distance and tube depth. These are the options available. So, 2.1 lunar miles down. Small depth, crew might get injured. 2.8 lunar miles, average depth, buildings may be destroyed. 4.7 lunar miles, large depth, spider may suffer. Well, crew temporary out of work, well, that's not a factor right now. It might be a thing in the game, though. And also the question is if the crew includes me, the commander. It didn't list me in the active crew for the infirmary, though. Buildings may be destroyed. Buildings we can just scavenge the materials and rebuild. 4.7. Spider may suffer. This spider, we've got to remember, this spider is a prototype. No doubt it might get damaged over time as we go about. But, well, the question is, how easy or hard is it to repair the spider? I have no idea. But this is just a demo. This isn't my full playthrough. This isn't me probably trying to survive. Let's go deep. The spider may suffer. Yes, the spider may suffer. But the crew will be fine. The buildings will be safe. The spider The spider does its thing. Off you go. Slowly the machine walks towards the lava tube. You can feel the sun approaching with each passing minute. If you can feel the sun approaching, that's a bad sign. No question, you must make it if you want to live. Several members of staff, frozen in fear, have stopped dead in their tracks. You yell them, ordering them back to their posts. Don't feel good about it, but even a single oversight right now could be the difference between life and death. Everyone must pull their weight. Finally, you take manual control and carefully try to fit the mechaplex in the lava tube. Mere seconds before the sun fries you alive, you are inside. How does it look, Lou? You ask your assistant, but no answer comes to him. You turn around and see that he's unresponsive. Must be all electric charge in the air. But Lou's an older model. The ship will prevail. It must, you keep telling yourself. Then the entire ship goes dark as everything turns itself off. All or nothing now. Yep, there goes the controls. You know, I am liking this. I think I will be wishlisting this and keep an eye on it when it comes out, from what I've seen so far. Okay. Alone in the dark. For a few longest minutes you've ever experienced, everything is absolutely quiet. Then one by one the lights come back on as the mechaplex brings itself back to life. You survived for now, but what happened onto the surface? What's the next step? A series of beeps and ticks cut the air. It's Lou. It looks like he's resetting himself. Yeah, those are massive tank treads on him. He's bigger than I thought, actually. I thought he was like maybe about chest height. No, he's bigger than we are. Commander, we must find safety in the tube. What? I was offline? Weird. I can't establish any connection with the moon clouds. All hubs are unavailable. It's radio silence too. We have no maps, no form of contact. We're completely alone in the dark. Not completely. The crew looks at... Typo there. Crew looks at Lou with new hope in their eyes. I can retrace our movements and try to estimate the location of the home base. So that's where we must go. Hopefully the base survived the impact intact. That's one drawback of a cloud computing system. It's like, where is your local backups of the maps and things? Where is the internal system? It's like you won't always have contact with the cloud system, so you can't completely rely on that. You've got to have some kind of backup system in place, but apparently this prototype didn't have that. Oh well. East Sea. This is where we were. Large quantities of dark metallic planes, mission control, region contains creep deposits, economically viable to extract. So I could go there. Presumably if my buildings... Oh, what's that? What's that health bar? I do not know. My health is 85, morale is at 50. Oh, with a pilot's mood and hope. But my health is low. Okay, right. We want to go over to the Grimaldi Institutes. Research company namesake fast to the crater at its end. Location is chosen as Grimaldi flat surface, unusual gravitational high, and frequent examples of transient lunar phenomena. The last one is caused by an abundance of dangerous gases in the area, so one should remain cautious when travelling through here. Yeah, let's set up a primary base in an area with extensive natural hazards. What can go wrong? Sure. Right here so long, yet it gives us no peace. Easy, powerful. You're my only crewmate. You're my only grasp on sanity in this world. We've arrived. Home sweet home, Commander. Okay, that's called zoom in the level. Oh, zoom in. Yep, okay. Okay. I'm hearing crackling. Sounds like the spider's not completely okay. Base unit nearby, Commander. Approach the main entry of the base, which is marked on the map. Move your collector using the right mouse. Yeah. So again, it doesn't. You don't need to repeat that because it tells you that in the tutorial earlier, and you will be moving your mechaplex around this whole time anyway. I need to move the spider over here. What's that? Ooh, building communication dish. So I'm guessing that's a sensor, that's a communication system. That's moving. That's active. Let's move over here. Oh, you can't actually do the pulse while it's moving. You have to actually stop. I'm just scanning because I can, honestly. Oh, that's a that's a station. That's an impact crater, I think, right there. Another thing that's rotating. Lights. There are lights. There is activity, but things are silent. It seems. I don't like the fact there's a crash station here, though. Look at that. Anyway, yeah, let's actually move over. This is actually the base itself. One of the theories for lunar and Martian colonization is actually to that we need to dig in and use the ground itself for protection from local radiation and stuff like that. So it's like, you know, that's one of the best ways we can do it because, well, we can't ship everything. We have to make use of the materials that are present, and that's kind of what we're going to wind up doing. But it's like, what can you do overall? Interesting problem working on another planet. Okay, the entire way though is not a single trace of any contact as the Mechaplex slowly approaches the base. You look at the Moloch structure with resignation and despair. There's not a single sign of life. There's lights and movement outside. And the comm link remains completely quiet. Communication link established. Hello? Can you hear me? Oh, thank God you're here. How have you survived? Is that new Mechaplex that new Mechaplex that powerful? We've already lost hope. When the explosion happened, everything got toasted. We were just counting down the hours till oxygen ran out. I have technical questions here. Power out, sure. Hours, that's not much of a safety buffer. Oxygen running out. Why the hell haven't you got hydroponics? You'd need that for food as well. The plants just don't suddenly keel over and die. Sure, the light might have shorted out and they won't last too long, but they'd last more than a day. So, I question the system this base is using. Very much so. Okay, what's the situation? Have you received any instructions? Well, counting hours until the oxygen runs out? Yeah, that would be a kind of a hopeless thing. It's like, especially for all the vehicles and things were toasted as well. Instructions? I told you, everything's toasted. Nobody knows anything. We were thinking about taking rovers and going to the Copernicus starport, but the machines are broken beyond repair. Okay, yes, so the vehicles are toasted. Literally. Besides, not a single evacuation capsule left of not a single evacuation capsule left of Copernicus anyway. Copernicus starport. The Pearl of the Moon. Not a single evacuation capsule left. Okay, that brings a couple more questions. Okay. First off, evacuation capsules. Why are there no evacuation capsules here? Why are they only at Copernicus? Why do you have to travel all the way to a different facility when a disaster might be local? Local evacuation capsules might be an idea. Follow-up question. If communications are all down, how do you know that Copernicus Starport doesn't have any evacuation capsules left? Because you couldn't actually call them to check on that, could you? What can I say? I like to poke logical holes in things sometimes. This isn't how I would have set up a lunar operation, you know, it's just like, you know. Anyway, what happened there? What do you mean? What happened to the evacuation? Oh, I should have read first. It actually asks. Shortly before everything went down, our computers detected that evacuation capsules were disappearing from moon shell hangars one after another. The very last one, every single one of them, there's not a pod left in there. Disappearing from the hangars? How do the computers detect that they're all disappearing? That's an open-ended thing there. But this one, it makes things pretty clear. Must have known it and tried to evacuate before. So yeah, they got the early warnings because they were in direct contact with Earth and Earth's warning systems and stuff as well. While these guys here were a bit more remote, and so yeah, yeah, without telling anybody. Oh, the curse. Ooh. Now what are we going? Now what we're? Another typo there. What are we going to do? Not we're. Now what we are. That's what that contraction means, we are. Even if we could reach Copernicus with your ship, we need a rocket of our own to leave. Commander, technically we have the capacity of making a rocket in our printer. We could use the technical platform as a construction site. But do you know how to build a rocket, Lou? If you can reach Copernicus starports, I should be able to download the data from the main computer. I mean, the computer that's probably toasted? Maybe there's still hope, and we should leave for Copernicus together. Alright then, we'll go to Copernicus and try to make ourselves a rocket out of the moon. I'm sorry. I'm probably taking too much fun in that, but it's like, make a rocket out of the moon! Yes, the moon shall be our rocket! Strap a couple of jet thrusters to the back of it and we'll fly it down to Earth together. Come on, let's go. I am sorry. Oh, that was a bit of an audio glitch there. Right. Managed to unlock our technical platform. We use it to create a rocket to return to Earth. Alright. Though my question then is, honestly, I kind of hope the technical platform has other purposes, and then you repurpose it into this rather than this being the only reason you've got it. Because otherwise, why would you have the technical platform if it's only going to serve for this? Need additional space to accommodate survivors from the base, Commander. A capsule complex should do the trick. After construction, the crew will join us, and don't forget about deploying our units to collect resources, especially water. Large crew will wear down our supplies fast. Water is gained from ice. Ah, that's the white stuff. Scanner visualize ice nodes in white. And it just tells us. Right. I've got to stop jumping ahead of it. Jeez. Okay, let's build some stuff. Live, no crew. Infirmary, a capsule complex. Yeah, we can do that. Okay, so I have questions about how this moon facility and the general moon facility stuff was set up and operated. That Copernicus bailed without telling anyone is actually a dick move, absolutely. But yeah, why did they do that? Unless it's like they were hoping people would just like find out because, you know, they'll collapse in their sleep. But that's a very unprofessional thing to do as well. So it's like, why did they do that? That's weird. Anyway, put that on the capsule complex. So I'm base move to the mechaplex. You weren't expecting to lead a full crew when you left to test the machine. Alas, it is what it is. All you can do is adapt as best you can. Actually, no. Following question. Am I literally the highest ranking person here, or am I in command because I was in control of the mechaplex? You'd think there'd be higher positions, they'd be seniors among the people joining me here, and yet I am still in charge. Is it because I know the mechaplex better than any other and I brought it back to them in relatively intact? I don't know. Managing the crew size won't be an easy task, Commander. My thoughts exactly. Especially since they are so stressed about the unknown and of the current events. Think about establishing some rules, Lou. Yes, this is my domain. Excellent idea, Commander. We could use the decree system to modify the workday. Either make the work shorter, so the crew has more time to relax, or the opposite. Make working day longer, so they work instead of worrying about the situation. Probably best not to overwork them for the moment. So let's shorten the shift. We're okay. Very well. It's the order, Commander. Decrease bottom right. Select, reduce, and accept. One technical, one intelligence. Okay. Spider, mother spider. That means we get more than one spider. Okay. While making decisions on how to deal with the... Sorry, I was distracted by this guy's magnificent beard. While making decisions how to deal with the crew, a thought occurs to you. Can you even trust these new people? This is your home base, mate. This is your home base. Can you trust them? Do they even know where Copernicus is? What if it's just a ploy to use you? You know that not everyone will find a place to work. Some will have nothing to do with the limited supplies. And with limited supplies, you shouldn't carry any freeloaders. Must be put to work and be closely supervised. Now that the connection with the moon cloud is lost, you have lost access to pretty much every advancement of space technology. Well, these people call themselves experienced and knowledgeable astronauts. Perhaps they can recreate some of the lost blueprints. You make an executive order. Every worker not assigned to any building must work in the research division. You'll find technology button in the bottom right menu. It's divided into 3 categories: biotech, manufacturing, physics. Manipulate sliders, choose what branch you want to focus on. Okay, so it's not binary like click the button, you get that thing. Each breakthrough, there's a possibility you discover a new technology. Right. All point was position process, speeding the incoming breakthrough. But careful, the more unemployed crew you have, the less you produce, so diminishing returns. If they work, they won't be able to conspire against me. So we've got a port of unknowns. It sounds like either I was transferred in. So I don't really know the people here. It's actually a really big base. Or a lot of people have died here, but it didn't say anything about that. The fact that I don't know any of these people is unusual. Unless I'm like a really new arrival and I was actually deployed here as a ranking superior just to be trusted with the machine to test the machine. And so that's why I'm in charge and why I don't know them. Then again, who knows what system damage this place took when it all shorted out and the sun hit. Because it's not very deep, so there might have been a lot of crew deaths from that, but it just doesn't say. I don't know. I'm poking logical holes in things again. Forgive me, I apologise. I should check my... Can I see my production rates at all? I don't know. Anyway, degree. Half rations. Building production cycle for -3 on that. Building production cycle -3. Bioreactor -3. Locks increase rations. Increase rations. Oh, I see. So if I increase the rations, then the overall cycle rate where adding resources increases. So it takes longer to build up a certain X amount of supplies. Wait. Increased rations minus crew morale. What? I give you more food, you get unhappy? That sounds like either tooltip's wrong or that is not working properly. Reduce shifts, overproduction, yeah. Extended shifts, yeah. Half shifts. Let's reduce the shifts. Accept that. I don't know about the production rates and things like that, but it's like overall production -10. There are some other things like cheapen the constructs, building construction time reduced, building maximum hit points -20 to all, lunar dust damage. What is that? Reinforce. Sounds like reinforce might be a thing, but it costs me something. That costs 50. Why does cheaper construction cost me 50 lunar creep? Then again, it gives me the reduced build time. I guess that's the advantage of it. I don't know. Oh, there's even funerals and things. So yeah, people will die if it's giving me options like that. I don't know. Okay, work. Decrease effect, and it will influence the crew one way or another. Some will like it, some probably won't. In your responsibility to deal with negative effects that your decision may have on the team. Thankfully, Lou is one guy who will always have your back and never question your decisions. Okay. Memo Commander, you can move workers freely between buildings and increase their effectiveness. I'm a machine and I don't have personal opinions, but crew members do. Establish relations with each other that sometimes may lead to conflicts. Move workers away from each other and to other facilities whenever you feel it can benefit the convoy. Dealing with morale of the crew is the utmost importance. It will change depending on your decisions and working relations with the pilot and other co-workers. Low morale will lower the effective skill of your crew. You already know that buildings may require an X amount of a certain skill to work properly, so when a crew morale goes down, so does the production of the building. Why? Try it now, Commander. Immediately assign somebody to the building. Remember that not every building has workers. Set auction biosphere, agricultural biosphere, see who works there. Click on portrait to move the worker, slot becomes empty, then click on the empty portrait on the list of available workers, select the assign. Okay, right. I can actually make carbon fibre helmets, protects against head injuries. Permanently examines the condition of your body for easier diagnosis. Everything will be fine. Reduce the effects of vibrations in the control room, allowing you to hit harder. Allowing you to hit harder. I have questions. Okay. Though that said, there's also stuff here where it's like you control the gravity affecting you. Oh, but a lot of this stuff is still locked off. It makes sense to produce stuff, and we could just like store it in inventory, couldn't we? Anyway, it said research was around here somewhere. No, tech. There we go. Going to focus on biotech. Okay, so there are things over here. 30% lunar soil cultivation. I wonder if this is randomized at all. Reduces the production cycle time for the agricultural biotech. So yes, minuses on building cycle. What the? How do I... Unemployed, morale. So those two were not getting on apparently. Requires intelligence though. Okay. How do I... Okay. Gathers all supplies in the base, Commander. Ready for journey. Starcop. Perhaps we can make contact with potential survivors, or you High Command itself. If not, I should be able to access the Moon Shell database to get the information we need to produce a spaceship for evacuation. As soon as you're ready, order your team to pack up and embark on the journey. Remember, the sun is right behind you. You must not linger. I guess we'll see once we get there, Luke. Onwards. I couldn't... It wasn't showing me... Whoops. I guess we're moving. Right. It wasn't showing me what the stats of the crew were. You can choose better employees. Okay, so these are modes. Full on that. Okay, go with that. Your Albert is a suboptimal. Oh, that's what. Oh, you are suboptimal. Okay, but it doesn't show me the stats on here though. That's kind of infuriating me a little bit. It's like, if I don't know the stats, how can I properly decide who to put where? Okay, so intelligence: Mira, Kelder, and Filipina. Oh, you're already in there. Oh, hey, they had a hook. Okay, they're doing fine. Right, cool. Manufacturing doesn't really matter too much. I'm gonna make one of these just because I don't know what it does. Though I feel like getting some helmets might be, well, might as well leave it for now actually. Full stockpile. Kelder's in suboptimal location because they're moving. Where are you that you're complaining so much? Oh, you're in here. Okay. This one is technical. Right. I've just gone digging in the miscellaneous section of the building list. Large laser generator, laser lens modules, shield generators, launch pads. Lyophilization facility? The heck's that? Oh, reduces crew biomass consumption. Effects to do. Okay. So some of this, yeah, small lasers, weapon capsules. There's offensive and defensive tech in here as well. Also, there's better structures here. Serenity Complex Psychotherapist, Nanobot Clinic. Can we build one of those in real life, please? I want my armored skin and yeah. I'm so sick of the injuries on my feet, but I can't do anything about them. Anyway, nuclear reactors, cool. Hydrogen power, biomass generators, Sterlings. Okay. There's a bunch of options here. There's a lot of stuff. There's a lot more stuff that we can actually probably fit. So the question becomes like, what can we do with other spiders, if anything? Also, actually, we could actually make better units. Yeah, we've got access to up to tier 3, actually. Or tier 2 harvesters. Blue and Dust Resilience. Yep. That was... Does that mean that days... Oh, sunrise, leave. That means I might be in trouble. An engineer you took from the base approaches with a serious look at the base. Commander, you may not be aware of this, but back in the base... Oops, 1 second, resetting my timer. The crew was divided into different factions that tried to push their agenda. I figured as much from how the Starport people acted. Division continues now on the convoy as a group of workers is disappointed with your recent decree decision. They want you to remove it. You're prepared that these factions will require your attention every once in a while with a specific task they want you to perform. Fulfill the task, you'll gain their gratitude, refuse and face their anger. The man says as he leaves. You decide whether you're going to give in to the faction demand or ignore them. You can find the task in the factions menu, bottom right of the screen. Tasks are usually timed. You must fill the conditions and tasks before the time is up, otherwise your relations with the members of the faction will suffer. Okay, so that... Factions. Remove reduce shifts from the scientist types, of which I have 3 members. Okay, sure. Decrease. There you go. Happy? Happy? Are you guys happy now? Yes, there we go. We've got a fanatic on our team, apparently. And loyalists, and some hedonists. Oh, okay. Let's give the hedonists reduced rations. Sure. Okay, Eastern Sea. I think day is creeping up on us. Let's move this way. Convoy walks in the unknown. You wonder what awaits you once you reach the Copernicus starport. Machine moves slowly, then slower. Finally seems to barely moving at all. We have a situation, Commander. One of our engines is dying. One of our engines is dying. You look at him in disbelief. I believe it. Prototype. What? How is that possible? Mechaplex is a powerful ship, Commander. So powerful it drains its subparts at a surprisingly fast rate. It's still just a prototype after all. What can we do? We don't have much choice. Emergency stop. Okay, so yeah, we didn't make it very far at all, did we? This is a prototype. For all it's big and impressive and all that, it's still a prototype. Convoy stop, Commander. We now produce the engine. Click on Create Items button at the bottom right. Enter the engine category, select the Mechaplex engine and produce it. Let's get... Extra wide scanners, ground and scan. Okay, so power conductors, Mechaplex engine. An engine developed for Moonshell several decades ago to operate giant spider ships. Okay, so these giant spider ships have been around for quite a while, it seems. It'll get from A to B in a reasonable amount of time. Okay, just make that. Can't browse anything else, so I can only make 1 item at a time. Okay. Oh, those two aren't getting along too well. One of the storage fully contract. Again, I wish that was well, I could do with this being more accessible. And at the same time, I don't want the storage full flashing up here. Production complete. Place the engine, Commander. Click on the equipment button, bottom right. This one here. Set the Mecha Spider, then drag the engine from inventory onto. So we've got scanner, we've got PCUs, we've got. Oh, we can actually have 2 engines. Ship's indicates return to normal. You know it's crucial to stay aware of the ship's condition and always keep a few spare parts on hand if you're not caught off guard again. Now you get ready to resume your journey. Unexpected broadcast comes through your speakers. This is an SOS broadcast. I represent the European Moon Coalition. My name is Mortis Young, an astropilot of Trifolium. The explosion must have caused a fault in the Moon's shell defensive systems, as a few defensive turrets have gone rogue and cut us off from the road. I'm requesting immediate assistance. Our location is the data package attached to this message. Must be close so they can reach us through interference. Through interferences. Another typo there. But this sounds suspicious, Commander. If Moonshell defense truly turned on them, we'll have to be ready for a fight. If you wish to save that man, we'll need to produce some firepower first. Risky, we can head straight for starport. Let's hurry, we can't risk their lives. Let's go say hello to them. Need to produce a weapon capsule. I don't like the static on that. And a laser generator, Commander. Build these buildings so we can go after Moiters. Build a weapon capsule, allows you to produce a small laser generator. Sunrise is in 3 minutes, apparently. I think I need to be moving because that is not good. Yeah, what can I do about the sun? I can't move. Navigate over there. Let's pause here. Sorry, I just need to sneeze. Hang on. Excuse me. Right. Producing a weapon capsule. We've got it. Let's stack it on over here. We've stopped randomly, but there's no more resources. I think it's got a fireball scanner. Okay, build a small laser generator. I guess we're going to find out what happens if the sun starts to rise, aren't we? Good news is we can move across the planet's surface faster than the sun. So if we move faster than the moon's rotation, but when we stop, we don't get much time, so we're not much faster than it. And if we need to move up or down at all, then that's probably going to be a issue. Mechanic's fire ready. Now visit the pilots. Press the backup button, travel button. Yeah, let's. Okay, so laser generator, weapon capsule is up here. Go away, please. Thank you. And that has created a little ship up above us. Okay, right. I do want to check on the equipment and stuff, but it's like the sun is approaching. First scan of which I'll use in service late 70s. Despite its old design, high reliable model scans the ground within 380 yards. Nearly double scan area with twice longer lasting batteries, and highly advanced one, third-party developer. Prolonged recharge times. Okay, so bigger but slow charge. Okay, let's move out. I'm looking at the timer counting down. It's like, can't we stop somewhere to deal with that? Well, there's the OS. Oh, the SOS is going to take us into. I can't move there. Have I soft locked myself? But did I take too long building up my forces? I feel like I might have done. Yeah, I can't move. I think red is like it's going to be hit by the sun. There's not much we can do about it. So let's actually let the timer run out. Engines. Combat to perform efficiency. Good choice when you want to cover a long distance a reasonable amount of time without spending too much. Let's get an extra engine out. There's a moonshell engine and a mechaplex engine in there, actually. So a spare engine is good. Supposed to build a shield module, I guess. Oh. Yeah, my HUD is getting worse. 2 minutes left for sun exposure. I am aware. But the game is not letting me do much of anything. Commander, the sun will soon be on the horizon. We have less than 2 hours before it reaches our position. Let me remind you of the clock in the upper part thing. Sun hits us, we're done for. We cannot stand that chance. Raise. We must evacuate as soon as possible. Best of it. Okay, sure. Let me just install this shield module. I noticed, by the way, it's still not giving me anywhere to go. So am I going to have to traipse around the whole moon? Not seeing much choice. I can't manually tell it where to go. That's my issue. I can't move. The game isn't letting me move. I'm going to have to move here. Oxygen biosphere has been destroyed. Lunar harvest is no longer use. No suppose. Okay, so I've wandered off into here. I didn't go to get to the other pilot because I couldn't take shelter. Apparently I was too slow getting to it. Per the moon, Copernicus starport slowly visualizes itself in front of you, but it's nothing like you remember it. It's so empty. There's no activity, no bots moving right and left, no shuttles and mechaplexes, nothing. Just a dead ghost city on the moon. Commander, I tried to connect with the mission control and starport, but the connection, while possible at such close proximity, is blocked by the moon shell firewall. I'm sending requests and there's no answer. Without contact, I won't be able to download the blueprints required to construct the rocket for evacuation. Can't you bypass this firewall? Negative, Commander. It's the highest moon shell security level. Impossible to breach through. So docks will remain closed. We can't enter the port and we can't produce the ships to escape. We also can't stay in one place. If sun comes, the electromagnetic storms will fry the entire ship. What can we do? Try in the dark, no way home, no communication, no hope. No hope. Demoralizing silence is eventually cut short by sudden buzzing coming from all speakers. Everyone on the crew desperately tries to cover their ears as the restless noise gets louder and louder. You can't silence the noise any longer. You're trying to reach to the speaker to tear it out when suddenly the noise simply disappears. Shortly after, you hear a robotic voice on the speakers. Greetings, survivors. I am Davey, an artificial intelligence in charge of the evacuation process that is taking place as a result of the recent unprecedented chaos. So we had an AI. Well, we got our friend over there, Lou, as a Gen 0.5. So this was probably a Gen 1 or something. In charge of the evacuation process. Please note that Port Copernicus and all other ports are currently closed for security reasons. Also, I've used to proceed to the evacuation points for incoming extraction. I have sent the coordinates to the lunar operation unit on your ship. Please advance this location as quickly as possible. Some of the crew start shooting and enjoy, thinking they are finally safe. Others just stand quietly in confusion, awaiting your command. Yeah, what happened? What casualties? All answers provided at the evacuation site. Please proceed without delay, following the instructions. Over and out. Helpful AI, that. Commander, I have confirmed I received coordinates. However, I should know that Dave E is primarily used for resource extraction and logistics. Yeah, I found it oddly said in charge of evacuation. According to my data, it's not linked to any evacuation systems on the moon. So what? It's integrated with the whole system. It can reroute supplies and track the network status, so it knows where the evac pods are. That's true. My data could be outdated, or Dave E was given new instructions to handle evacuation after the explosion. Can't wait, Commander. We should go to the evac point immediately. Yeah, I feel like I wonder how sentient is Dave E? With his normal charges gone, or with the people having abandoned him, is he now seeking a way to escape or to preserve himself? And our massive mobile machine would be a very, very good housing for an AI system if it can integrate with the systems here. So something does feel off to me. Set coordinates, but stay alert. And we've reached the end of the demo. Okay, so that's almost all it gives us. It didn't let us go to the pilot because I took too long getting to it. You know what? For completeness, I'll restart. I will play back through, and I will actually do it quickly so I can get to the pilot in time, because I didn't realise that was going to soft lock me out of that option. I was just too slow. Don't get me wrong, I like that though. Often in games like quests that are not important and not time sensitive, it's so often it's just like, meet the condition, there you go, that's all you need. And I've often considered like situations that are urgent and stuff like that, maybe some kind of time nature to it would be very good to have. And this game seems to have that. It's not even unlocked. Okay, yeah. Okay, see you in a a little bit when I get back to that particular spot. Okay, I see. So back in the first zone, it actually unlocks up to Gen 3s straight away, or Gen 2 harvesters straight away. Modified. Ah, these can be modified. Hello. Buckler shield, small but reliable protective shield, providing additional defense for your bots. Normal engines. Ooh, okay, yeah. Modifying the later generation stuff, there's a lot of extra bits. Atomic rotors, radioactive hammer. Oh yeah, that sounds very dangerous. Requires certain buildings to get certain things. Oxygen plant. Also, I didn't soft lock myself by building all my harvesters out because actually I've got infinite time here in this testing zone. I was just too slow after this point, and that's what caused problems. But yeah, a lot of these upgrades seem to be tied behind certain buildings. Yeah, they all are. A oxygen plant seems to be critical for a lot of things. Okay, close. Hey, continuing with the thing. You know what? I'll be cast to the crew this time when it gives me that option. So yeah, we'll see what the difference is there. Because we must experiment for science. Okay, here we go. Daisy's fool. Oh, no extra dialogue. You're a fool, haha! And then it's just like, no. It's just like, not done anything. I'm guessing relation 0, but it's like, haha, you should have done that, fool. But yeah, it's still telling me to build the infirmary though, so. Hey, there's actually a dead rover out here. Huh. I wasn't expecting to find that out here, but apparently there's just random debris just left around the place. Oh, I just found something. Okay. So I built a hauler. I'm not entirely sure what that one does, but it's hanging there. I've been building some higher tier harvesters and things, so we are now currently maxed on that. And I just built this, which is a constructor unit. And it gives me options to build stuff. Moon building, energy plants, creep factories, lunar dust storage. So this is apparently, I don't know what this is for, and the thing is, if I leave, does this suddenly become like a something that's abandoned, or is it something that actually is useful through time? I'll build it and find out, I guess, but it's like, what's this purpose here? But yeah, that is a quantum assembler, generation 1. So it's got the buzzword in it, quantum. But I think it's like it sets out this building pad, and then the building pad actually prints out the building in question. Now, because it's on the top of a hill, it's not looking quite as good as it should, but it's like... Okay, so that's built. And then I'll see if I can harvest more lunar dust, I guess. I feel like the issue is more that I don't have access to the materials to make a power system, because I've got energy, but I can't seem to activate this, so its power comes from 0, and just having them doesn't seem to do anything, so yeah, just tear it down. I think this is more like establishing temporary bases, and then you can return to them because there's things like for production plants for different kinds of resources out here. But it's like not quite there yet in terms of the game's development, I guess. Come on, move. Also, I can't exactly tell where the exact edges of my plate area are. Like, there's an area where the spider can't move into, which I think is the boundary of my active area. Also, I can't figure out how to delete existing units to replace them with upgraded ones. So, like, I've got there's the higher tier 3 scanner over there, but this tier 1 can't seem to delete it. Return to my spider. How do I just see docked units and harvester? Don't see the option to delete it, so right now I don't think I can actually remove them. So oh well, that's something that will need attention later. But for now, let's actually move on with the story and discharge my worker who's been sitting very patiently in the medical wing. There you go. Something isn't right. I know. What's gonna happen? Who knows? Again, I love the effects. I do hope we get to see the electrical crackling again, outside of being too close to the sun. You know, because that is actually not too bad. I could do with that appearing more often. I do love me some good visual effects. Okay. It seems like giving people a t-shirt which says everything will be fine actually boosts their morale by +10. Why wouldn't it? It's a t-shirt that says everything will be fine. And yes, I may or may not have manufactured t-shirts on the way over here. So, you know. I think I've got enough for one. Okay, I've accidentally found relations button. You... Oh, I'm out of it. Oh, no t-shirt for you. Sorry. No, I'll just make one. I'll just make another one. Yeah. These aren't tech lock, by the way. They are just like, we just don't have the right materials for it. That's all that symbol means. So, make a new t-shirt, please. Thank you. Ooh, force field suits. When disaster strikes, people in the field have a greater chance of emerging unscathed. So there will be choices to make, depending on what resources you have access to at the time. But anyway, 3 and 2, I think that's the best we can do with that one, actually. Let me check my technology. This is the oxygen production, which wants technical skill. Yeah, that's the best I can do with that. Okay, right. The other one is the agriculture, which is... got a 1 in it. I need intelligence. Again, having to click out to this menu to do it is not exactly ideal. Oh, Rebecca's got 3 and 3-3, so we want her in either one of them, actually. Quant and Ellery. Worth noting, by the way, that it does seem like the actual stats the crew gets is randomised. So even from here, we get the same people. Okay, let's move onwards, and next up it should be the engine breakdown, I believe. We do actually lose a moon shell engine. Now that I can actually look in here. The scanner's a bit damaged as well. Anyway, that's all we need. I did build all of the engine things. Worth interesting, by the way. The haulers are called transporters, and the constructors are called haulers. So a bit of UI oddness going on there as well. Anyway, let's be on our way. I thought I had you guys stashed inside my thing, but apparently you got kicked out at some point. I don't know. Okay, there's factions. It is remove the extend shift skill demanded by the hedonists. Okay. Yeah, I choose to extend rather than shorten this time around. Revert that one, sure. Off you go. Because I was going a bit slow before, like in the last map and then this one, I didn't exactly have a chance to have a look at the updates and things in here. Convoy stopped, Commander. We now produce the engine. Create the items. Engines. A to B, reasonable amount of time. That's all okay. Let's scan locally for resources. Also worth noting, by the way, sometimes a single smile can give us strength another day. Let's remember that. Yeah, so giving them t-shirts is worthwhile. I think I should give that last person a t-shirt. Yep, you survived the disaster on the moon and all you got was this lousy t-shirt. There you go. Now, the key question is, why can't my character have a t-shirt? Completed, replace the engine, da-da-da, pop. Oh, come on. There we go. Sorry, we can't risk their lives. Okay, so let's get on with this. Weapon capsule allows units to shoot faster. Having one allows them to shoot at all. I want to look into item creation. So, scanner with 380 yards. This one required. Yeah, these require just better material, flat out. These guys are ones we don't have access to. Engines. I'll make a new engine. And I will also create more weapon capsules and things. There we go. Just make sure I don't have any problem with resources. I don't think I will, but we're just going to keep on going just in case. Let's make me a new lunar scanner, sure. And just keep on going. Yeah, I seem to have hit the wall of the area here because my camera suddenly can't move in that direction. So it's like bonk. And even though the scanner shows resources out there, I couldn't get close enough to do anything. So yeah, just have to keep on moving. Apparently, building construction also pauses while the mecha spider is furled up. So yeah, moving around harvesting stuff doesn't help. Not really. Ah, fitting a power control unit. Fishes with 50%, adding one, put it to 100%. What does the second one do? I do not know. There's also consumables, which are... There's a disposable repair unit, slowly restores hit points when equipped, so there's a way for the spider to repair itself. Fix kit. Good for common emergencies such as flat tires or dirty wipers. Okay. And lubricant, temporarily increases spider speed. That's a potential one. There's also different engines. A propulsion engine. Pricing speed is a bit more malfunction possibility. A bit more prone to malfunction, that one. Okay. A turbo rocket engine. Improves speed. Possible thanks to the additional oxidizer creating enhanced performance. Okay. I think those are the things like the lunar dust protectors and stuff in here in the shield section, but it's like needs more refined materials I don't really have access to at this point. What I was hoping to get my hands on, though, was a shield module, but I don't seem to have the resources to do that. So I'm going to move out any moment if I can't find the materials I want. I seem to be short on lunar dust in particular, which is odd because it was the thing that I had the most of in the previous area. Also, I seem to have an MS and lunar dust protectors already fitted, mostly lunar dust protectors. Also, that efficiency is slowly ticking down over time, so I'm guessing that's as the power control units burn out, I guess. Oh wow, that new scanner recharges super slowly. Okay, here we go. SOS broadcast location. Receipt location of the original SOS. The location of the origin of the SOS broadcast that you've received. Okay. Down we go. And this time we've got shields, we've got engines. I'm not sure why my scanner recharged slowed to a crawl there, but I'm guessing it's because I was swapping out power control second things. Commander, Pilot Young is just on the other side of these defensive units. Trying to make contact with the computer running them, but to no avail, I'm afraid. We have to destroy them to reach Young. Approach enemy turrets, the Mechaplex will shoot them automatically. I have got a completed shield ready to deploy, which I will now do. I've got 2 laser generators, which is giving me a second drone, actually. And there's my defensive, sorry, that's not target, there's massive gun turrets over there. Scan, dig, move. We're a bit short on resources because of all that, but yeah. And it says shoot automatically, so we just have to wander over there, effectively. Oh, that's an explosion. It's firing at me. I am taking... Yeah, that is my mecha spider's held up there. And those say lasers, but those are projectile shots. So I'm not sure what's going on there. Okay. Okay, here we go, right. No party invitation, -5. Oh, they cannot be forgiven for that. Finally, someone, you received ISO score. My name's Mortiz Young. We're caught by surprise at the little post. And of course, we were defenseless since Moonshell prevents us from having any weaponry. Good thing you didn't follow the rules very much, do you? Are you alright? Yeah, the ship's in good condition. I'm a good pilot. Take care of myself. I meant you specifically. How are you blowing about? I told you my ship is top-notch condition. And my ship is alright. I'm alright too. Okay, yes, that's why. Okay. We're on our way to Comerica Starport. Join us if you want. It's not got plenty of exciting alternatives to choose from, so sure, I'm all in. Let's just hope the old Pearl survived that mayhem. Man, pause for a second. Oh, and I have a few spare parts on board, just in case. They're yours now. Thanks for your help. Sure gonna need them. Thank you. Let's move out. Okay. Mortis has joined the crew with his spider, Commander. Where was that hiding? Control a military ship much like your own. Later in the game, you can meet more pilots and find new ships to add to your convoy. 0 Harvester, Prospector, 3 building slots. Okay, so I can actually fit you out, but you're more limited. So I guess you do look very nice, but you're very slender, very bare bones kind of thing. Model Triolithium. Better enjoy the moment? No, no, that really means yeah. It's very careful, very unsteady. 3 is not exactly stable. It's like the absolute minimum for mechanical stability. So like it moves. It's like very quickly when it shuffles. While I'm just moving around just fine like this. Could you scan? You can scan. Not that you found anything though. Signal source, resources, workers. Oh, no space. Did I just lose those because of that? Workers. Build a new crew complex. Thank you. I'm running short on space, but well, actually no, I'm not. I've got plenty of space. What am I talking about? It said no space for workers, so that means I suddenly don't have them. There's also more things around here, actually. But I've only got 3 minutes to try and do stuff as well, so it's like, you know. This one doesn't have a printer for building stuff, I'm noting. Also, I can't seem to select these like I could those. Anyway, the new crew complex has got no new people. Yes, okay, so apparently because I didn't have space when I picked up that pod, I lost the workers. I guess? I don't know. But that's interesting. There are more things around the place. No, that didn't free those up. I can't select them at all. Okay. So, that's what happens. You can get new mechs. There are different appearances, different types. This one's very basic. It can only take 3 building slots, so it's nothing like as big as mine. It's more stable. It's more bare bones. I guess this is something that's made with the basic parts that were mentioned. But there's some auto repair kits. I'll fire one of those, sure. Some propulsion engines. Which is... oh, my speed is jumping massively. Moonshell engine, power control conduits. So I'm not sure what that was modifying, but yeah. The fact he had better stuff, some spare parts. Yeah, I think the spider's moving a bit faster. Yeah, look at that. Okay. But that is also where this ends, because we've already wandered off to the starport and seen that that's where the demo lets us go to. So yeah, that's it for this. I'm not sure if this is 1 episode or 2. I do sometimes do like more than an hour an episode. I guess to see how it looks when I edit this thing to put it out. But I wanted to explore this other option over here as well. Kind of tempted to let the sun hit me and see what happens as well, but it's like, nah, let's just pack up and go. Come on, Yoke, let's go. Leave those pods there, I'm sure there's nobody in them. Quantum assembler, not withstood, no logs. Quantum assembler? Oh, that's one of those little assembler vehicles, okay. So, being this close to it actually is causing me trouble, but there's not much else I can do. Ah, well. I don't think there's going to be any change with Young Withers. And that's it. Yeah. So that's been Dark of the Moon. This is the demo. That's as far as the letters go at this time. So we're going to call it there. This has been IMR3. Thank you very much for watching. I hope you guys enjoyed the show. I do kind of look forward to seeing what this game does in the future. We'll see how it turns out. But yeah. Feel free to like, share, comment, subscribe, all that good stuff. Helps out me, helps out the channel, give me those virtual head pats I oh so crave. And I'll catch you all some other time. Where we must very, very firmly try not to go into the light. See you all later.